Hi everyone, happy week to you all. Today we're going to speak a truth that every man needs to hear. Why men make submission hard for women. Today's topic is deep but necessary. Now this isn't to attack any man but to awaken hearts, because true leadership in a man begins with submission to God. Let me start by saying this. A man that cannot be led by God should never expect a woman to be led by him. When a woman is abused psychologically, emotionally, financially, or physically, her spirit closes up from a place of unhappiness. And just know that when your wife is unhappy, there's no submission that flows from a place of unhappiness. Abuse kills affection in a marriage, and unhappiness kills submission. Every form of abuse drains affection from a woman's heart. A woman cannot submit to a man she fears. She only endures him. True submission flows from love and not from intimidation. If you make your wife soul heavy, her laughter will die, her hope will fade away, and her ability to submit will also die as well. When a woman feels unseen, unheard, and undervalued, she begins to close her heart. And once the heart closes, submission becomes impossible. There are men who are professionals at dishonoring their wives. How do you compliment another woman and you can't even compliment your own wife? How do you buy gifts for other women and you can't even buy gifts for your own wife? This is a great insult to your wife. Your wife most probably might not crave expensive gifts, but she definitely craves priority. And when she sees her husband investing affection, time, and generosity into other women, it communicates loudly. So it comes to not being about the gift itself, but the message behind it. Every gift you give outside of your covenant while neglecting your covenant partner becomes a weapon that weakens her submission. Because submission flows from honor and not humiliation. When you don't love your wife like Christ loved the church, the kind of love where you are ready to lay down your life for her, the kind of love that you are ready to die for her, then you're not yet ready to experience the beautiful mystery of marriage. When you don't honor your wife, her spirit will resist you, not because she's rebellious, but because her soul has been dishonored. When a man constantly shouts, criticizes, or belittles his wife, it wounds her spirit. When you constantly disrespect your wife in public, in front of friends and family, she will close her spirit privately. Men make submission impossible for their wives when they have unprotected sex with other women, putting her health at risk, and shattering the trust she once had for him. Infidelity is more than betrayal. It is a spiritual and emotional poison that destroys love. Recklessness and betrayal do not just hurt her pride. They destroy the very foundation where submission can grow. A woman cannot yield her heart where fear, doubt, and danger dwell. When you don't listen to your wife, you create a distance in your marriage, and a woman wants to naturally follow a man who values her voice and considers her wisdom. Ignoring her is like breaking the very bridge that allows her heart to submit to you. Ephesians 5:21, submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. Every way a man loves his wife is a form of submission to her. As a man, when you protect your wife, it's a form of submission. When you sacrifice for your wife, it's a form of submission. When you lay down your life for your wife, it's the ultimate submission. Women submit more easily to men who are dependable, sensible, and disciplined. When love is corrupted, submission becomes impossible. If a man truly repents and rebuilds with humility, God can restore what betrayal destroyed. But restoration starts with confession and not denial, with transparency and not excuses. Love her again like Christ loves the church, sacrificially, faithfully, and consistently. When you really love your woman, you will make submission very easy for her. When you love her well, you become a safe place for her spirit. When a man loves sacrificially, a woman's heart follows willingly. A woman's submission blooms in the garden of love and not in the desert of neglect. You cannot demand what you do not deserve. It is love that paves way for submission. Husbands, love your wife sacrificially, faithfully, and consistently. Be her safe place. Protect her heart. Honor her soul. And when you do so, submission will not be forced. This is the mystery of God's design for marriage.